Comedian Robert Hawkins has appeared on Conan. Craig Ferguson, he's had his own Comedy Central special. Wrote and appeared in the Fox comedy Titus. Robert Hawkins, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. It's very nice to meet you.
What's that?
Hey, I
Confines.
The confines. I love Titus.
What are you doing for Memorial Day? Are you off Monday?
Well, I am, and I'm just not going to drive anywhere because gas is so expensive.
Yeah, well, good. Then leave the roads open for other people. You know what I mean? I think they said something. Oil is $130 a barrel now. Maybe it's the barrel. What are you using? Teak, chestnut. Put it in a freaking bucket and get it over here, dude. But we have all kinds of. I'm ready to change cars now. I have a V8 engine, but I'm ready to get an what do you call it? A hybrid.
Yeah, combination battery.
I think they're ugly. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a car guy, and somebody important had to finally say it. They're called hybrid. They look inbred. Why is that? You try to put gas in a hybrid car, the pump goes limp in your hand. That's how ugly they are. Then you got to rub it on the headlights, tap it on a keyhole, explain your financial situation to the car. And I don't care if our oceans are contaminated with oil, because that's what we cook fish with anyway.
Makes it convenient.
Yeah, they're not dying, they're marinating. What we need is a lemon wedge spill. I'm trying to be proactive. And yes, our kids will have to deal with global warming, but in the meantime, it gives us older people the upper hand. Right? Get out of the way, old man. Enjoy the heat, punk. That was me. Oops.
We did that.
Do you think, that was me, man. You think middle America really gives a rat's? These gas prices are so high, I'm not going to drive. Then they stand around the NASCAR track. I do sound effects.
You do?
Yeah, no, I don't. How much money does it cost to run a car, to run a NASCAR?
A lot, right?
A bunch, I guess.
Yeah, but
maybe they could just slow it down to 50.
Better mileage.
It's NASCAR. Sure, it takes 3 days for the race, to finish.
I could compete.
Yeah, then we could all go down there with our cars. Beep beep. 50-mile-an-hour NASCAR. That's my cure for the common gas crisis.
So you're not, you're thinking about the hybrid, but you're not particularly green.
I'm thinking about a camper van, bro.
You are?
Yeah. Because now with the recession, or whatever you call it, you can call it a recession if you want to. It's all in your brain. But it's, the economy slowed down in everybody's brain. Now you can find bargains.
That's right.
I was on Craig's. I do Craigslist all the time. I like to meet Craig and kiss that guy full on the mouth.
We talked to him a couple times.
Have you? Where's he from? Up here?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
So you might not want it.
No.
He might kiss back.
And by the way, make sure it really is Craig, because there's lots of people on that thing claiming to be things.
Yeah, he's a nice looking chick, isn't he?
Craig.
Yeah, Craig.
Hot 19-year-old lesbian, Craig.
No, I saw some camper vans on there. Camper vans. Remember the old days?
Yeah. For
like $3,000 to $6,000. Now I'm not talking about driving it. I'm just talking about buying it, and just living in it.
Just living in it. It's like to get
because it's a bargain
to get rid of rent and all of that other stuff.
Yeah. I'm not getting insurance, but I might buy the van. That's all I'm talking about.
If you want to be a contrarian right now, I saw brand new trucks, big trucks for under 10 grand. I got an email from a Mercedes dealer, 0% financing on Mercedes. I mean, anything that costs a lot of money right now.
Yeah, thank you, 9/11. I know. It's amazing. Remember after 9/11, there was you could buy a car for $5 and
for a little bit of time. I know a bunch of people that took advantage of that.
Yeah.
That got stuff done. Contractors were sitting idle. All sorts of.
Thank you, Osama bin Laden.
Thank you, Osama.
Wow.
Is it wrong to take advantage of bad situations in a business sense? I always feel
everyone does. I mean, after Hurricane Katrina, a lot of people invested in lumber. That's the way it works. It's capitalism, I guess. I don't invest, and I don't really. If I had money, I guess I would have.
Wait a minute, you're a fancy schmancy, big time television writer comedian.
Working the confines.
Who's contemplating living in a trailer?
Working in the confines of Laughs comedy stuff.
Looking for a cheap $3,000 home. Yeah.
Which is it?
On wheels. No, I just don't know. I don't know anything about investing. I mean, I have a property. I purchased a property, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Just
But yeah.
there.
Yeah, people always capitalize on
And where do you live?
well, I have a home in Texas, Dallas, Texas,
That's home.
that I never see.
Right, and in Los Angeles,
I
probably.
think
right?
there's just bats flying around in there or whatever. But I'm on the road all the time.
Now, the Texas appeals court or Texas court system just ruled that they're going to give those polygamists their kids back. You follow that story at all?
Yeah, I have. It's it's in Amarillo or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's right, Amarillo, Texas. And then the whole thing may go to the Supreme Court. We were wondering, is the Texas Supreme Court, like, is that a hanging Supreme Court? Is that like a really conservative Supreme Court? Do you know?
I would say they're conservative. Yeah, but one thing you don't see much on TV is when you see a bunch of cops beating up two people.
Mhm.
It's rarely in Texas. It's always in the major cities. I've never seen it in Texas, and that's because Texas has a concealed handgun law. You can carry a concealed weapon, and I find I don't have a concealed handgun. Instead I carry a unconcealed baseball bat with blood on it, and it seems to deter crime.
That's good.
Just right out there in the open. This is what I'll be using to smack you in the head should you get frisky.
You just you joked about the microbus, but you also, I mean, you do ride a bike too, right? You do.
Yeah, I just wrecked my my dad's bike.
and that's you hurt your hand.
Yeah, I sprained both wrists, and I got some road rash. I'm an idiot. You should have seen the people's faces, though. The witnesses to the wreck. I mean, I smacked my head on the concrete, no helmet, and all this. And it was two cute girls pulled up in the car and said, "Are you okay?" And just like a guy in my head, I'm in complete agonizing pain, and I'm like, "Well, what's the proper answer here?" You know, like they pulled over for any reason other than I just flopped on the concrete.
Right.
You know, it's like, I know the games you girls play. Idiot. I have a mountain bike that I love, and to me, it's like a horse to me. You know, because you can cover more ground than you ever could on foot. It even sounds like a horse sometimes as it's going over cobblestones and stuff like that. To me, a mountain bike is like a horse. Although it is hard to find a video of a girl having sex with a mountain bike online. Until now,
You should explore Craigslist a little more thoroughly. You were on Last Comic Standing last night. Is that right?
I think that's what Dave told me from the confines of Laugh's comedy spot. That they did me a favor. You know, I loved that show because they treated me right the first year, even though I didn't go on to, you know, greater and better things or whatever than the confines of Laugh's. No, I'm kidding. But they showed clips of me last year, paid me money, no harm, no foul. This year, they didn't use me at all. So it's a no-lose situation. Yeah.
You don't have to go back there every day and work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a grind.
It is work,
competitions
right?
are-
They make you work hard to be on TV.
They do. It's an all-day situation, and it works your nerves. You know, you're going up against friends of yours and things like that.
Now, Christopher Titus, supposedly his show was based on his life, and supposedly he was kind of like a little bit unstable, or there was a lot of instability in his family. I remember his mother was a fantastic character.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you pitch a show, you know. I go in there, I'm just kind of across the board. I make jokes about everything. But his was pretty specific, his story. You know,
This is my real family.
Yeah. I won't go into the details. I'll leave that for him to tell you and everything. But yeah, apparently it was crazy, and then we exploited that for 2.5 seasons.
So how are
You're
you?
in season 2 where you were taken from the family compound. We're gonna make that episode funny.
Well, you know, I get tired of hearing people say, we got to get the troops home from Iraq. It's like, yeah, I'll get them home from Iraq, but shouldn't we get them home from Germany first? That war's been over since the 40s. I think those guys are in line. They're all old. What do you mean, get them out of Iraq? What happens if we pull out of Germany? Like the Holocaust just starts back. Get them out of Japan. Belgium.
Robert Hawkins.
Italy.
Friday and Saturday night, 8 and 10 at Laughs
Spain.
Comedy Spot. Be careful on that bike. Thank you.